Okay guys, you clicked on this video. You know what this is. Last time I filmed this video, it was ranking my fictional boyfriends, and I actually forgot quite a few, but we're not gonna get into that today. But I had so much fun with that one, even though the video flopped. The video did flop. Let's make that clear. The video flopped, but I actually loved that one so much that I'm gonna film another variation of that. And instead of ranking my fictional boyfriends, I'm just going to be ranking the anime shows I've watched, because my anime journey has been in the works for a hot minute. I started watching anime probably in 2020. 2020 is a blur because of COVID. Most of what I remember from 2020 is Animal Crossing, but I think I started watching in 2020. I know my obsession with anime started spring 2021. So that's the timeline I know in my head. And ever since 2021, I've been obsessed. So now it's 2024. So we've been watching anime for what? 5 years? 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that. So I have watched quite a few animes at this point. Oh, why is my phone going off? I'm not popular, stop. I've seen quite a few animes at this point, and I just want to rank them. I want to rank them because my opinion matters, and I want to express my opinion, and I think I have good input on if you should watch these shows. Now, let's be clear, I am not a critic. So the shows I like are not necessarily good shows, okay? I like shows that provide me with things that I don't have in real life. I like shows where there's a nice friend group, where there's some drama, where there's fantasy elements, okay? Does that mean it's a good show? No. No, it doesn't. But those are the shows I like. So my ranking of these shows, maybe it's not something the general public would agree with, but I don't care. Okay, so let's just get into it, because last time there was too much footage to go through, and it was a whole mess. So the categories are exactly what they say. Yeah, so there's not really much explaining I have to do, to be honest. Like, it's pretty simple. First anime we're gonna do is One Piece, because we already know that that's my comfort show. This was one of the first I saw, and I say that because it was probably like maybe the 4th or 5th anime that I watched. But again, this is truly, well, it's not what started my obsession, but it really pushed me further into the obsession with anime. You know, I love this show. I love One Piece, and to be honest, I haven't been watching lately because I'm caught up. So what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for as many episodes to come out as possible, so then I can just binge a ton and then like wait and then keep that cycle going, if that makes sense. Because I don't like watching every week because I forget what happens, and it's too much, especially for One Piece. I like seeing it all together because that's how it makes sense to me. I need to watch like 12 episodes at once to really get into it, you know?
Yeah, get into it!
So, we're taking a little break from that right now, but it will forever and always be my comfort show. I have so much I have so much merch. I have so many figures. Love it. 10 out of 10. So excited. Not excited for it to end, but I'm so excited to see what happens. Like, I cannot die before then. Like, I need to know what happens at the end of this show. Need. This is not a want. This is a need. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that because that one is
the most obvious one.
Next one we're gonna do is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, we're gonna be giving it an A+. Now, okay, listen. The last couple parts of JoJo really carry the show, in my opinion. So, like, Stone Ocean would be in comfort show. Okay, I love the last part that came out. But, like, part 1 and 2, and even, like, some of 3 are just kind of like, they're fine. But the latter half of the show really is just an art piece. So that's why it's going an A+. Again, anytime someone asks me if they should watch this show, I tell them like, you know, yeah, but just a little recommendation. If you have trouble getting into things, you might want to start at part 3. Attack on Titan might go into T. Yes. I think I'm putting Attack on Titan into T because for me, T as a category is very equal to A+, but it just has so much drama that it's T. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, all these shows have T in them, of course, but like, really Attack on Titan is like, wow, you know, that's crazy. But I could go in either. Just because the ending of Attack on Titan connects to the beginning in every way, I'm gonna put it in A+ for writing. However, it could go in T. Just know that. I love Attack on Titan, besides the point. Next, we have Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter really put me into the thick of it, and it still is in my top 5 animes to this day. So this is going in comfort show. I actually need to rewatch it because it's getting to that point because it's been 3 years since I watched it. So I'm like, listen, I know what goes on generally. I'm not stupid, but my memory has faded. You know, we could rewatch and be equally as excited at this point. So we'll be doing that soon. But first, we have to finish the next show that we're watching that's gonna go in the tier list, which is Inuyasha. This is going in T. This is going in T. Just by, look at it. Look, you cannot tell me that's not T. You cannot tell me that's not T. They are gazing into each other's eyes.
There is drama here. There is drama going on.
They don't warn you about all the tea before going into the show. I thought, to be honest, this was gonna be like lighthearted, like a cute little, like, you know, cute little Inuyasha show, like a kid show, whatever. This may be a kid's show. I don't know what the age demographic for this show is, but personally, this is like the Vampire Diaries anime form. It just gives me the Vampire Diaries vibes. It is so tea, plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, death after death after death. Also, like, coming back alive. Like, I love when shows do that. I love when, like, they kill people off, but then they're not dead. You know a show is camp when they do that multiple times to the same character. Like, how is it that a character can die 5 times, but every single time you think they die, they're alive? That's just iconic. I have to give them the 10s. I have to. I love this show. It's not going in comfort show because, again, like, it doesn't have that nostalgia factor yet because I'm watching it now, but this definitely has the potential to go into comfort show because it is a little old. The show's from like 2002 or 2004, so it has those retro anime vibes in the beginning, which is nostalgic. So this does have the potential to go in comfort show. Just give it a couple months. Okay. Let me stop talking about Inuyasha because every single video I've filmed recently has included me talking about Inuyasha, so let's move on. Next show, we have Death Note. So I watched this one again, I think in 2021, so I'm putting this in I have to rewatch to assess because I remember watching it and liking it, but I know for a fact it wouldn't go in comfort show or A+ or T. Maybe it would go in T, but I really would have to rewatch because when I first watched it, I feel like I was so new to anime that I didn't understand everything yet. And like for Hunter x Hunter's a great show for newbies. Great show for newbies. Very easy to understand. Well, I don't want to say that. It's actually extremely difficult to understand the power system. But Death Note, honestly, I forget a lot of it. Like, I know what happens again. I'm not dumb. But I would have to rewatch to assess my answer here because I don't want to give it like a meh because I'm like, I don't remember. I don't remember it being a meh, you know? Maybe a B, but I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get at, is I really don't know what I would rank that. I wasn't bad. I know that. If it was bad, I would tell y'all right now. Like the next anime we're about to get to, Seven Deadly Sins is a no. Now, I didn't finish Seven Deadly Sins because it was so bad. Because this was actually, I think, the first ever anime I ever watched. But this was, I think, back in 2020 or 2019. So this was just something I just decided like watching on the side. Like I wasn't really into anime. I just was like, let me click on this. Because I remember, actually this is so crazy. I remember when I clicked on this video, I was like, I want to get into anime. Let me watch this.
Do not watch the 7 Deadly Sins if you want to get into anime because it is going to deter you from watching anime, actually.
I remember it is not for newbies. This show is not, no, I don't know why I watched this first. No, absolutely not. I remember watching it in the beginning and I was like, okay, we have potential here. And then I just hate the main character so much. Like,
why he groping the main girl, Elizabeth, because she looks like his ex or his dead ex or something.
Like, that's not okay. No. And also, like, the show's not good enough to compensate for that. And it's just, no. It's just a no. That's why it's in the no category, because it's a no. Don't give it a chance. Don't watch it. No. Evangelion is going into, oh, sorry. I didn't even introduce it. The next one's Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I watched a month or two ago. Again, this one could go an A+ or a T. I'm gonna put it into T, and here's the reason why. The ending of this show is so messy that I don't think I can put it into A+, because I never got closure from this show. Never have and never will get closure from this show, because the ending, I don't even want to say the ending because it's a spoiler, but it's not satisfactory to the point where, listen, there is no ending. That's why it's unsatisfactory. Like, it feels unfinished. Like, there is no ending. Okay, that's why it's going to T. T because the whole show as a whole has so much, like, drama, plot twists, everything. So, like, love it. 10 out of 10 show. But, like, where's the ending, love? Where's the ending? I don't see the ending. I still need to know. Still not over it. Moving on. Next anime I've seen is Spy Family. This one is comfort show. Okay, this one is comfort show. This show is a new anime, fairly new. Okay, only has 2 seasons, but yet it's so good. And this show is so bad it's so good because, listen, is this probably the most basic show someone could write? Yeah, it seems like a Wattpad kind of show, to be honest. Like, it's not like Attack on Titan writing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have that significance. But that's why it's a comfort show. Like, it's cutesy. It's just so cute. It's so cute. And I just saw the movie recently, and the movie let's give it its 10s. The movie was the best anime movie I've ever actually seen, genuinely. So yeah, it's going into comfort show. Love. Yeah, I love mostly all the characters in that show. I like the art style. I love the plot. I love a good romance. Okay, 10 out of 10. Like, I feel like it's a slow burn. That's what I was trying to say. It's like a slow burn kind of romance. I'm here for that. Okay, next one, Mob Psycho. That one's going in A+. I love Mob Psycho. I really do. I really love Mob Psycho. That show's so good. That show's so good. It makes me so sad that there's only 3 seasons. And I know it's because the manga is, like, not that long. So it's like, how are we gonna stretch this out? But this show is so funny. It's spectacular. It's a work of art. It's spectacular. What can I say? Reagan is so chef's kiss. Best character maybe ever written, to be honest. Moving on. Next show is Erased. This is like a mini series. It's only like 1 season, but this is going into T because I'm trying to remember if me and my friend watched this all in one sitting or if we watched it over the course of 2 days. Regardless, we watched it really fast. And this show was so T. That's why it's going into T, because the ending, the plot twists, I was like, whoa, this one's pretty good. And also it's like, it's so short, the show, but it also wraps everything up perfectly. So it's like, this is a great weekend watch. Like, it's spectacular. It's so good. Well, I don't want to say spectacular. We should reserve that for, like, you know, higher categories. But it's a good show. I'm not trying to... I'm very dramatic. So usually I'm like...
This show's the best show ever.
But I'm like, let's be realistic here. Like, it's a good show. It's not as good as, like, the comfort show A+ tier.
Okay, so it's recording. I'm not doing this by my own will. Like, I don't like looking ugly on camera, you know, by choice. But... this video was literally so long that I had to split it into 2 parts. Unless you guys want to watch a 40-minute long video, which I don't think you do because people only watch like 3 minutes. Yeah. So stay tuned for part 2.